welcome to Windsong Intuition. This is going to be a focus of the week reading for the earth signs, which are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. And this is for the second week of July 2019. However, if you are watching this video sometime in the future beyond that, I have prayed over these cards and set the intention that this reading will be timeless. So if you're drawn to this reading for whatever reason, I really hope it resonates with you. Now, this is a general reading, so if it doesn't resonate with you for whatever reason, that's okay. It's not going to be for everybody because it's trying to be for everybody. And it also may be that for whatever reason your sun sign is not resonating with you for this particular reading, and you may need to look to your other signs. So that would be your rising, moon, or even Venus signs. Usually my sun sign is the most accurate for me, but it's not always. So just keep that in mind as we go through this. Now, this is going to be different than your typical forecast or horoscope weekly reading. This is going to be about what area in your life do you need to focus on or is going to need your attention next week. This is a spread that I sort of come up with, and it's going to focus on different areas like yourself. For instance, maybe you need to do some self-care or focus on your diet or your health. The other area is going to be finances, and that would be work-related or just bills in general. And then home, and by that I mean more material. That also includes your vehicle. There may be maintenance involved or just some aspect of your home or vehicle that needs attention. And then it's going to be relationships. And by relationships, that could be any relationship. Love, friends, work. And then the next card after that is going to be education. And that doesn't necessarily mean school. That just means anything self-betterment. Whether you're workshops, reading books, watching videos, just anything where you're learning and taking in information and being a student. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle. And I'm not the prettiest shuffler, so bear with me. I'll shuffle until I feel like the message is ready. And what do the air signs need to focus on for next week? Air signs. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, air signs. What do they need? Okay, I'm liking that one. Start with self. Okay. This is going to be, oh, that's interesting. This came up for the fire signs. Exactly, this card came up in this spot for the fire signs. Okay, home. Relationships, that's good. And education. That's interesting. Okay, so I'm going to go over a little bit of these before I pull the ones I feel like need the most focus. Okay, so for self, I'm not really seeing anything negative as far as you need to step back or, take a bath or work on your diet or anything like that. I see this as a positive card, and I do read intuitively, so I don't always go by the traditional meanings. So for right now, what I'm looking for is just sort of an overall positive negative, and I see this as a positive card. I think you are focused on finances and money, which is why it's coming up as the coins, but as far as just yourself, I don't think that's an issue right now. Now, this came up for fire signs, which is very interesting, and this is telling me that work or finances is going to be something that you're going to need to focus on when it comes to next week. And this home, this may end up tying in with this. I may end up pulling both of these cards down. The focus for your money may end up being something that's going on within the home or with your vehicle. So we'll pull that aside. Now, I'm seeing when it comes to your relationships, this is positive for me. So I really see this as, keep in mind with Mercury retrograde and the eclipses, we're going to all have a heightened sense of, heightened emotions. And I've kind of given everybody this warning, just make sure you kind of temper your words and be aware if you are emotional. That's what it is. But I see that, you're not going to be having any problems really with relationships of any kind. So with yourself, or relationships are okay. Now, education here, whatever it is that you're wanting to self-improve on, you're really feeling trapped about it. Let me see if I can get anything more out of this specifically. I think you're feeling kind of stuck. Maybe, okay, I feel like this is about some of you guys who are in school and you're just really feeling like you're trapped because you're at a point where you need to finish, you feel like you need to finish school and you're feeling stuck by it. You're feeling like this has really trapped you and you're just sort of stuck in one spot. Okay, what I am feeling though is that this, even though this is how you're feeling, that this is not what your focus for next week is going to be. But just be aware, be cognizant that I know that this is how you're feeling about your education right now, and that could be even if you're just feeling like I really want to learn something new, or I want to take this workshop and I just can't right now, and maybe because your finances aren't there and you're feeling stuck because I want to do this class, or I want to take this art class, or I want to learn Reiki, and I can't because my finances are just not on board with it right now. So you're feeling stuck. For some of you, it's for being in school and you're burned out, and for others, it's because you're wanting to move forward and you just feel like you can't. But I don't feel like this is where your focus is. I usually just pull the one card, but I am feeling like that these are related. I'm going to pull a clarifying card. I really feel like something's going to be going on within the home or within your vehicle. What more do the air signs need to know? Okay. All right, from Judgment, I'm not getting home from that. I'm feeling like, for me, Judgment, I'm feeling moving forward. So movement, I'm feeling movement. It may be with your vehicle. And remember, like I said, I'm an intuitive reader. So these cards, I'm not going to necessarily be reading the traditional reading. I'm going to be reading intuitively from this. And I'm really feeling like, for you earth signs here, that there is something that's probably going to be going on with your transportation. I feel like it's going to get resolved. It's going to get worked out. It's probably going to hurt financially to get it worked out. And that's really going to upset you. But yeah, I feel like it's going to affect your finances. It's going to involve transportation of some sort. So just keep that in mind. It will work out, and it may sting a little bit and set you back, but I think it is going to work out in the end. I just got, for some of you, unfortunately, that end may be that whatever vehicle you have is done, and you're just going to have to get another mode of transportation. Because Judgment here can also, I'm feeling like it could also mean that something is just, it's done for. So that's going to cause a hiccup, I feel like. It'll work out in the end, though. It will work out. Just stay strong with that. Let's see if I can get an action card. Now, this is a really thick deck. It's hard for me to shuffle. So, like I said, I'm not a pretty shuffler here. If I happen to get a jumper, I'll take it, but I'm just going to keep doing this until I feel like... So you can see I can barely get my hands around it, but I really love this deck. All right, what actions can the earth signs... Oh, here we go. All right, I'm going to take the one that fell upright and not these. Opposing goals arise from differing opinions, feeling at odds with yourself or others, overly ambitious people. I don't always, like I said, I'm not necessarily going to take this message, but there is definitely conflict here. For some of you, it may be that you're either sharing a vehicle or using somebody else's vehicle. I'm getting that some of you may be borrowing a vehicle and they're going to want it back. And that's going to put you in a financial bind because you may not have the money to get another vehicle. I really feel like for some of you, though, that this card is going to be more about awareness. Being aware that this is a conflict. And that's going to help. That's going to help you in the sense that, you know, when you're aware an issue may be possible, then you can take some steps to prevent it. Like for some of you, as long, like if you've watched this video, go through your vehicle and make sure, like if you change the oil, check the tires, you know, make sure your registration is good and your insurance is good. Do whatever you have to do to just kind of go through it and make sure everything is safe and in the way it should be. But yeah, for some of you guys, I'm thinking that whoever's vehicle you're borrowing is going to want it back, and that's going to put you in a real pinch. But it's going to work out. It may not be the easiest week to get through, but you will get through it. And just stay strong. This is going to be a hard month for a lot of us when it comes to emotionally. So just keep that in mind and stay positive. And just remember, it's going to work out for a reason. This may need to get out of the way, because if you had held on to this other person's vehicle, you may miss an opportunity to get something for yourself that's going to end up being a much better deal in the long run. So keep that in mind, that, you know, when something like this happens, there's a reason something's getting cut out of your life. So just stay positive, and I really hope that this reading will help you. And let me know how your week turns out. I'm interested. Mention in the comments just how things turned out for you. And I really hope that you have a really good day. All right, goodbye, air signs.